Alright, so we got a GE French door refrigerator, and the issue was the refrigerator was not cooling properly. Temperatures were warm. This one will actually give you the actual temperature inside along with where you have it set at. This is a dual evaporator system, so you do have a separate evaporator in the freezer and then a separate one in the refrigerator. The freezer was cooling just fine, so what we found was the evaporator fan motor was not running, and we're going to need to replace the evaporator fan motor. This is actually common on the GE French door dual evap systems. This fan motor they've had trouble with. They've updated a few different times, and that update is replacing the fan motor. So we'll go ahead and get into it here. We've already removed our crisper drawers, as you can see. Those just pull straight out and off. So next we're going to take off our top shelf here. So pull up on that, slide it forward, and then next we're going to remove these panels down here for the lower crisper drawer. We have 2 quarter screws to remove. Lift that up lower, and then it's that one. We'll just come off like that. So now this is where our evaporator is located, behind this cover here. So to have better access on it, you can remove one or both of our drawer tracks here. So we'll go ahead and actually remove our left one over here because it's connected with this damper door here. And then this will just pull forward. You can see it's keyed on the back here, and here's the arm for the holding the selection here that'll go back into this door here. We'll get that out of the way. And then we got this little cover here to remove as well. This will just pull off a couple tabs there, and then this is actually our harness for our evaporator fan motor. And go ahead and take these screws out now. And just pull the covers forward. Can lift up on it. Here's some foam seals and a piece of styrofoam. That's all part of this back panel. You want to make sure that rip or tear any of those, bring it off. A lot of times if that fan motor hasn't been running, you'll get a layer of frost across the top of the evaporator, which will freeze the styrofoam and foam back there. So you want to make sure you don't damage any of that. Thaw it out beforehand if that's the case. Alright, so there's our back panel, and without the fan motor running, you will develop a heavier frost pattern just at the top of your evaporator here. So now, first we want to unplug the refrigerator, remove the power. We'll go ahead and unplug our fan motor here. Get the wires out of that tab right there, or that track. The fan motor then will just slide straight out. And there's just a track back here that the wires all tuck into. And you have your fan motor removed. Alright, so the old fan motor here has this rubber grommet on it that we'll have to switch over to our new fan motor here. So we're just going to look and see, make sure you remember which way it goes in. The wires come out the front of it, like that. So we're going to position this one the same way. It would be like that. Take the rubber grommet off of this one. If I go over here, new one. In the same way, so okay, now that's back on, we can install the new fan motor. And your label's gonna go up. Just tuck our wires back on the channels they were in. Next, we can go ahead and get our evaporator cover back on. Alright, I've got the evaporator cover back in here. This might fall off on you. If it does, and just put it back in right here, like that. But we'll get this right side tucked in first. It's easier again if you remove the right side track of the well. I want to be careful that this does not come uncut here. Your sensor from the suction tube here on the evaporator, make sure that's nice and tight, making good contact. Your bottom is going to tuck behind the liner here. That. It now can reinstall our screws. These are all the screws with white heads on them. Now our cover can go back on. Push that into place to lock in. Next, we have our left zone track here. This here is going to lock into our keyed slot, and this all I want to make sure it goes back into the damper door here. Suss that out, make sure it's engaging, and we reinstall our 1/4 inch screw. Now we can reinstall our rear cover gate. Alright, we're just slide that one on top of the rear one, and front here. In there, now we can reinstall 2/4 inch screws there. Just flash shelf back in the place here. Slides the just has its 2 little notch offs that just as you can see them. So then all that's left is putting our crisper drawers back in. This one down here, you're gonna have these tabs in the front that are gonna lock into the grills of the drawer. And then we can test plugging it back in now. We can test out that fan, make sure it's running. So if we come up to the top here, you have your air tower up at that wall, that fan blows air up and out. And you can definitely feel that fan running and airflow coming up strong.